The drums beat loud that evening. The moon hung round and golden above the small African village of Umiwaka. Children ran with laughter, chasing fireflies. Women hummed as they roasted yam. The whole air smelled of palm wine and roasted fish. But in the middle of the village square stood Adaeze, the most beautiful girl in Umiwaka. Her skin glowed like morning sun on river water. Her eyes were bright like stars. Her hair shone black like palm oil. Every man who saw her wanted her hand in marriage. Rich men came from far and near. Some came with gold, some with bags of rice, some with cows, some with land and treasures. No, she would say with a calm smile, I will wait. Nobody knew what she was waiting for. Perhaps a prince, perhaps a warrior, perhaps a man her heart could dance with. Her friends married one by one. Some married hunters, some married traders, some married rich chiefs. Soon their homes were full of laughter, full of children running with bare feet, full of pots that never went empty. But Adaeze waited. Seasons passed. The rains came and went. The sun burned, then cooled, then burned again. Year after year, suitors kept coming, but she kept saying no. Then one morning, the suitors stopped coming. No more gold, no more yam, no more cattle. The men looked for younger girls. They married women who were ready to be wives, women who did not say wait. Adaeze looked into her mirror made of polished brass. Lines had started to touch her face. The glow of her youth began to fade like evening fire. She turned, but her hut was empty. She sighed, but no one heard. Loneliness grew in her heart like weeds in a forgotten farm. She thought of the days she had laughed in the moonlight. She thought of the many men who begged for her hand. She thought of the sweet words she had once refused. And then regret came. Regret came like a heavy rain. It washed her joy. It drowned her smile. She whispered to herself, if only I had said yes. But if only is a cruel friend. The villagers watched her from afar. They shook their heads. Adaeze, the flower that refused to be plucked, they called her. She waited too long. One lonely night, as the crickets sang and the wind carried the smell of ripe mango, Adaeze lay on her mat. Her eyes stared at the roof. Her heart ached with emptiness. Slowly her breath grew thin, and before the first cock crowed, Adaeze's soul left quietly, like smoke rising from dying fire. The next morning the village wept. Women said, her beauty was like the rainbow, but the rainbow does not last. Men said, she had everything, but she wanted more. Elders said, when the moon is bright, you must dance. When the fruit is ripe, you must pluck it. And so Adaeze's story became a tale told by mothers to daughters in Umiwaka.